You might not believe this, but sometimes the strongest medicine for your aging eyes doesn't come in an expensive bottle or a complicated prescription. It's quietly waiting for you, right in your kitchen. In the simple, everyday vegetables you've probably eaten all your life, yet never realized they could actually nourish, protect, and even restore your eyesight while you sleep. Have you ever woken up with dry, scratchy eyes, like there's sand in them? Have you ever struggled to read a book in the evening, or felt nervous driving when the sun starts to go down? If so, you're not alone. Many of my patients at 60, 65, even 75 have told me the same thing. It feels like their vision is slowly slipping away, little by little. And the part that troubles them most is when they hear, "Well, that's just old age. Nothing you can do." But you know what? I don't agree with that. Not entirely. So what's really happening when you sleep? As you drift off, blood flow to your eyes slows down, your tear film begins to dry out, and oxidative stress quietly builds. If your eyes don't get the nutrients they need at night, they don't have the raw materials to repair themselves. And so, by morning, you wake up with eyes just a little more tired than the day before. I once had a patient, Margaret, 68 years old, loved reading novels. But lately she had to set her books aside at night because the words blurred into a gray haze. She thought she needed new glasses. But after a few small changes to her dinners, her vision improved noticeably in just 2 weeks. And here's the best part. Those changes didn't come from medication. They came from simple, everyday foods. Tonight, all it takes is adding a few vegetables to your dinner plate, and you'll begin giving your eyes a chance to heal, to strengthen, while you sleep. In this video, I'll share with you 6 vegetables that science has proven can slow down retinal aging, strengthen your tear film, boost blood flow to your eyes at night. And the last 2 might really surprise you, because nobody expects them to be the hidden heroes of aging vision. I'm not here to promise you miracles. I'm here to offer you a choice. Because when you understand what's really happening inside your body, you can take charge of your health instead of just putting up with it. So are you ready? Let's take a look at 6 vegetables that can quietly nourish your eyes, even while you sleep tonight. And let me start with one that shines like a ruby. Small, humble, often overlooked on the grocery shelf. Yet it may hold the secret key to circulation for your aging eyes. I'm talking about beetroot. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But inside this red root is a treasure chest of natural nitrates. Once inside your body, these convert into nitric oxide, a powerful molecule that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation, especially to areas that become starved for blood with age, like the retina. Think of it this way. Your eyes are like a small city. When the streets, the blood vessels, are blocked or worn down, oxygen and nutrients can't reach where they're needed, and the nightly repair work slows down. But here's the good news. Clinical studies have shown that beet juice can boost blood flow to the eyes, reduce oxidative stress, and support better recovery, helping your vision stay clearer even while you sleep. I'll never forget one of my patients, Marjorie, 72 years old, a fiercely independent woman, still driving herself around, still loved going to the library in the evenings. But then, the glare from streetlights began to blind her. The shadows along the road made her nervous, unsure of herself. Instead of giving up driving or rushing to get new glasses, she made one simple change. She added roasted beets to her dinner 3 nights a week. And within a month, her night vision had steadied. The glare didn't bother her anymore. She felt safer, more confident back behind the wheel after dark. You see, it's not always the big interventions that change our health. Sometimes, one small addition to your plate can open up a much larger pathway for healing. Beets are not a miracle, but they are a gentle reminder that your body can recover if you simply give it what it's been needing all along. Some foods don't look fancy. They're not colorful, not trendy, not advertised all over TV or social media, but inside, they carry a quiet mission to protect the very heart of your eyesight, the macula. And green beans are one of those faithful guardians. You see, green beans contain two precious pigments, lutein and zeaxanthin. These aren't just nutrients. They actually settle right inside your macula, like a pair of built-in sunglasses for your eyes. They absorb harmful blue light, the kind that pours out of your phone, your TV, your LED lamps, and they protect your night vision. That fragile gift aging tries to steal away little by little. Now, whenever I mention lutein and zeaxanthin, most people immediately think of expensive supplements. But the truth is, a simple bowl of lightly steamed green beans can be one of the best natural sources you'll ever find. And that's not all. Green beans are also rich in vitamin C, the very vitamin that helps slow down cataracts, one of the leading causes of cloudy, aging eyes. Plus, with their generous fiber, they help steady your blood sugar through the night. So important, because high blood sugar damages the tiny vessels in your retina faster than almost anything else. I'll never forget Edna, 76 years old, a woman I truly admire. She once described her mornings like this. It feels like there's a fog covering my eyes, and it takes an hour before I can see clearly again. I suggested something very simple. Eat lightly steamed green beans 4 evenings a week. No frying, no heavy seasoning, just steamed, so the nutrients stay intact. And you know what? A few weeks later, she came back to see me. Her eyes sparkled as she said, "It feels like my eyes are healing while I sleep." That one sentence touched me deeply, because it reminded me of a truth we often forget. Our bodies, even at 70, even at 80, still know how to repair themselves, as long as we don't starve them of what they need. So don't let your eyes go to bed exhausted and empty. Feed them. Nourish them. So that tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, the world is clearer, not just literally, but in spirit too. Green beans, humble on the plate but a loyal guardian of your vision. And the next vegetable I'll share with you can actually restore natural moisture to your eye. There's an organ working quietly every night to give your eyes the rest they need. Yet most people never think about it. It's not your eyes. It's not even your brain. It's your liver. Yes, the liver. The organ most people only think of when it comes to alcohol or cholesterol is actually deeply connected to the health of your vision, especially while you sleep. During the night, your liver is the body's main housekeeper. It filters your blood, removes waste, and helps renew cells. But if your liver slows down, whether from age, diet, or medication, those toxins linger in your bloodstream, and your eyes are among the first to feel it. That buildup can cause low-grade inflammation, dryness, even raise the pressure inside your eyes, a risk factor for glaucoma. And this is where radishes step in, your quiet ally. Especially the red and purple varieties, rich in glucosinolates, compounds that help your liver detox more efficiently. On top of that, they're loaded with anthocyanins, the pigments that give radishes their vibrant red-purple color. These pigments don't just look pretty. They can actually cross into the retina and shield the delicate little capillaries that keep your vision alive. Think of those capillaries as tiny mountain streams, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your retina every night. If they break down, clog, or run dry, your vision fades fast. I remember Carl, 69 years old, a calm, thoughtful man who loved his morning walks. But lately, he told me, "Every morning I wake up rubbing my eyes like crazy. It feels like there's sand in them." I didn't hand him eye drops. Instead, I suggested something simple. Add a few slices of raw radish to his evening salad. A few weeks later, he came back, half surprised, half relieved, and said, "I don't rub my eyes in the morning anymore. They actually feel soothed." It's no coincidence that in traditional Eastern medicine, there's an old saying, "A healthy liver brings bright eyes." And now, Western science is beginning to echo that same truth. Radishes aren't a miracle, but they are a tool. a small, humble tool you can use to help your liver shoulder its heavy workload, and in return, give your eyes a calmer, clearer morning. Just a salad, a few slices of radish, a good night's rest, and a morning where you don't have to rub your eyes, sigh, and blame it all on age anymore. When you slice open an okra pod, you'll notice that sticky gel inside. It looks a little odd, maybe even slimy, and for that reason, many people avoid it. But hidden in that delicate gel is a special gift for eyes that have grown dry with age. You see, when you sleep, your eyes don't blink. They don't produce tears the way they do during the day. And if your tear film, the thin layer that keeps your eyes moist, is too weak, your eyes wake up dry, itchy, and red the next morning. This is something millions of people over 60 experience, but very few realize it can actually be helped from the inside out. That sticky gel in okra is called mucilage, and it doesn't just soothe your throat or your digestion. It also supports the moisture of your mucous membranes, including those in your eyes. Inside okra are natural polysaccharides that signal your body to make more mucin, a vital component of your tear film that keeps your eyes moist, stable, and protected all through the night. Think of mucin as the glue that holds water and oil together in your tears, preventing that fragile film from breaking apart while you sleep. When this film is strong, you don't wake up with that gritty, burning, or stinging sensation. And that's not all. Okra also provides vitamin A, crucial for protecting the cornea. It contains lutein to nourish your macula, and it's rich in fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar overnight, reducing stress on the tiny retinal capillaries. I once worked with Denise, a retired librarian, 67 years old. She told me, "Every morning my eyes are red and itchy. It feels like someone is scratching them from the inside." I suggested something simple. Add lightly sautéed okra to her dinners, just twice a week. No eye drops, no prescriptions. A few weeks later, she returned with the brightest smile and said something I'll never forget. "For the first time in years, I woke up without that burning in my eyes." To me, that's the most beautiful kind of miracle, when your body begins to heal itself. Not because of another pill, but because you chose the right food. Okra, small, sticky, a little messy to handle, yet powerful enough to hydrate your eyes from within, as gently as a single blink. And if you've been waking up with dry, tired eyes, maybe it's time to welcome okra back to your dinner plate. There's a vegetable that has stood by humanity for hundreds of years. Not glamorous, not expensive, but strong, like a shield, quietly guarding your eyes each night. Yes, I'm talking about spinach. Spinach and other dark leafy greens are the richest sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, two pigments that are absolutely vital for the macula, the central part of your vision. You can think of them as bulletproof glass, sitting right in the center of your retina, filtering out harmful blue light, reducing eye strain, and slowing down age-related macular degeneration. But here's the catch. Many people eat greens without getting their full benefit. Lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble nutrients, so if you just boil spinach and skip the healthy oils, your body absorbs only a small amount. The best way? Lightly steam your spinach, then drizzle it with a little extra virgin olive oil. That simple combination unlocks the antioxidants and delivers them right when your eyes need them most. Spinach is also rich in vitamin K and magnesium, nutrients that improve circulation and ease pressure in your blood vessels, especially during the night. In this way, spinach doesn't just protect your eyes, it supports your entire cardiovascular system while you sleep. I often tell my patients, vision isn't only about light. It must also be protected in the dark. And spinach, so humble, so ordinary, does exactly that. Every time you close your eyes and drift into sleep. One small habit, a plate of greens at the end of the day, can make a big difference. No pills, no prescriptions, just awareness and a little love for the eyes that have served you faithfully all your life. I know that once you pass 60, so many things begin to change. But your vision isn't something you have to surrender. You can nourish it. You can protect it. You can even help it recover while you sleep. And it all begins with the small, quiet, green things, like a plate of gently steamed spinach at the end of your day. If there's one food I would call light in the darkness, it's the sweet potato. Inside sweet potatoes lies a very special nutrient, beta-carotene, the building block of vitamin A. When you eat sweet potatoes, your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, which your cornea needs to stay moist, clear, and able to adjust to dim light. Without enough vitamin A, the cornea dries out, weakens, and a very common problem begins to appear, something many older adults mistake as just aging: night blindness. You notice yourself driving more slowly after dark. You take longer to adjust when you walk into a dark room. You avoid going out once the sun sets. But here's the truth. Not all of that is just old age. Sometimes it's simply the quiet depletion of a nutrient your eyes used to have in abundance when you were younger. To absorb beta-carotene best, you need to pair it with healthy fats. A drizzle of avocado oil is the perfect partner. Not only delicious, but it helps carry vitamin A straight to where your eyes need it most: the cornea and the retina. And sweet potatoes don't stop there. They're also rich in vitamin C, which helps your cornea produce collagen, and their fiber helps keep your blood sugar steady overnight, vital for protecting the tiny, fragile blood vessels around your retina. I remember Helen, one of my patients. She once told me, "I don't drive at night anymore, not because I'm afraid of an accident, but because I can't even make out the headlights coming toward me." We didn't start with new glasses. We started with roasted sweet potatoes, twice a week. A few weeks later, she returned with a smile and said, "I just took my granddaughter to a movie at night, and I could see everything clearly." That's why I always believe healing doesn't always begin with machines or medications. Sometimes it begins with a warm meal, with reconnecting to the very nutrients your body once knew how to use so well, like beta-carotene. Sweet potatoes are more than food. They're a small lamp in the darkness of fading vision. A reminder that your eyes can still see clearly, if you choose to nourish them. Now, you've discovered 6 vegetables. Each one is a guardian, a healer, a quiet companion for your eyes on this journey of aging. And tonight, you don't need them all. Just choose one. Because every choice, every plate, is a step toward giving your eyes the gift of tomorrow's clarity. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to become a chef or a nutritionist. All I ask is that you begin with something small. One simple choice at dinner: 2 vegetables, a drizzle of healthy oil, and a little patience and kindness with your own body. I've seen it happen so many times, not after one meal, but after many simple meals, repeated with consistency. When the tear film grows stronger, when headlights stop blinding you at night, when your eyes no longer sting and burn each morning, that is the reward of consistency. Not perfection, just persistence. And then one morning, you open your eyes and realize the blur has softened. Thank you for staying with me until the end of today's journey. If this video has given you even a spark of light, a small idea to begin caring for your eyes, please give it a like, share it, or leave me a note below. I read every word, and I truly treasure you. And if this is your first time here, I invite you to subscribe so you won't miss the next step in this journey to live healthy, live bright, with the simple, natural gifts all around you.